Hi guys, welcome back to Battle with Ola. This is Mujala Olua and I'm super thrilled to be here once again. Today we just want to do a quick video because someone has asked that we talk about res ipsa loquitur and the principle of natural justice. So we're going to be doing two videos. This one is for res ipsa loquitur and the second one is for the principle of natural justice. I must thank our viewers. Thank you so much. Battle with Ola is for this June. In the past week, June 23rd to be precise. We're very grateful to God for how far He has brought us, and we're very grateful to everyone that has, followed us on this journey. Thank you so much. So we are doing a 2-week discount, 50% discount on all our offerings on our seller store. You see the link to our seller store in the description box. So if you go there, you would be able to purchase any of our goods or services, especially our consultations with Ola, a one-on-one lawyer to client consultation at a 50% discounted rate if you use the code that we will leave in the description box. It's just for 2 weeks and it's to celebrate our 4th year anniversary. So if you're watching this video much later, it will not apply, but we count on you to celebrate with us in the comment section. What is res ipsa loquitur? It's a Latin term that simply means the thing or the matter speaks for itself. Res ipsa loquitur. Res in Latin means the thing, the matter, the subject, the object of the conversation, the object of the contract, the object of the disagreement, the bone of contention. So res ipsa loquitur. Loquitur means to speak. That's why when they say that you are loquacious, if they say you're a loquacious person, it means that you talk too much. So that's where loquacious, it comes from loquitur. Loquitur is to speak. So when they say res ipsa loquitur, the thing or the matter speaks for itself. It means that no further explanation is needed, no further evidence is needed in support of that thing. It's like maybe you're saying something in court and then there's an interjection from the opposing counsel which, establishes your point. Or maybe you have come to court, for instance, for trespass to land, and then the court adjourns and then you come to court, and by that time the other party, the defendant, has done further acts of trespass. So you could bring in, you could say it orally or you could argue it, if you're filing a motion for an injunction, you could argue res ipsa loquitur that, my lord, they have done so and so and so overt acts of trespass, even while this case was pending, just to prove res ipsa loquitur. So their acts, when are shown to the court, speaks as to their acts of trespass and may support your claim for an order, an injunction, pending the determination of the matter. It applies in all matter of cases, and now generally people use it even in colloquial parlance, in everyday discussions and conversations to reflect that something is already established, by what has just happened. No further evidence needed in support. And the doctrine, res ipsa loquitur, came to the fore in proving negligence. That is to say that, we talked about negligence, extensively on this channel. Please watch those videos. Medical negligence, we've talked about some cases on negligence. We talked about Donoghue and Stevenson and a host of other cases. Essentially, to prove negligence, you need to prove that there was a duty of care on the defendant. You need to prove that the standard of care expected of the defendant was breached. You need to prove that there was causation and then there was an injury, which is a direct result, of the breach of the standard of care. So the principle of res ipsa loquitur comes in to say that in proving negligence, all three legs, duty of care, breach of standard of care, causation, have already been satisfied by the picture painted, by the scenario at hand. And so we only need to deal with the fact that there's an injury, and the injury is the person responsible to be held liable for the injury is the defendant, because the matter plainly speaks for itself. For instance, in the instance of a doctor forgetting instruments in a patient he has operated on, that is not the proper course of operations. And so there's evidently negligence because the thing speaks for itself. Ordinarily, doctors who know their onions do not forget their instruments in their patient. So it leaves less to be proved by the defendant if the matter goes to court. Also, if someone has gone to maybe an establishment and taken the lift, and the lift, malfunctions, and breaks down, and the person dies, for instance, the corporation can be sued for negligence. Maybe the lift or the elevator plunges into a depth that it would ordinarily not plunge into under normal circumstances, or malfunctions in such a way as to cause harm or injury to the person visiting that establishment. Ordinarily, we know that elevators take you up, take you down. They take you to the floor that you're going to. You step in, you step out. But if someone has now died, that is not the normal course of business. The elevator has clearly malfunctioned. So if you're suing the establishment, you're suing them, or if you're suing, for instance, the person that installed or the company that made the elevator, you're saying essentially that this thing is so clear. This is not how elevators work. This one has deviated from the normal course, and as such, the matter speaks for itself. We need no further proof that, there's been negligence. So that is the easiest way to understand the doctrine of res ipsa loquitur. It's applicable in several other instances today, but that's essentially how it developed, over the years. Res ipsa loquitur can also be used to prove, a state of things that is already well established in law or in fact, needing no further proof, no further explanation, no further defense, So it's very simple. The principle of res ipsa loquitur is that principle that establishes a matter without further proof, without further evidence needed, to be adduced in support of that position, or in support of the truth of that matter. I hope it's clear and I hope you understand. Look in the description box for what we've talked about, the offers and the discount promo code, and I will see you in my very next video. Don't forget, keep watching, bring a friend to battle with Allah. This is Mujala Oluwa. Toodles.